Okay, so here are the reasons why I closed my Etsy shop. I think that even though it's a e-commerce shop, even though it's an online shop, even though there's no physical bricks and mortar shop, I feel like your shop should still have proper signage, proper marketing, proper products and listing photos, a proper mission, a proper background. And when I looked at my shop didn't have those things. So my shop was very basic. The banners, the logos were very basic. And I felt like it didn't truly reflect what I had in mind for the store. I originally just wanted to do nursing stuff, like nursing designs, nursing related products. And then I would start to drift and be like, oh, look at this mom design. I think I want to put like a mom design on like this mug, or I want to make like a bag for like moms. And then I was doing all sorts of things, and my shop was filled with like all these kind of random stuff. And I feel like unless you're a variety store or like a dollar store that you expect to find a bunch of random knickknacks, I feel like a custom Etsy shop or an Etsy store that is marketing for one particular thing shouldn't have like a bunch of random things in it. So I was getting down that rabbit hole of like wanting to do everything and wanting to dibble dabble into everything. I wanted to do bags, I wanted to do signs, I wanted to do all this kind of stuff. And then I was trying to get all these products out there that I wasn't taking the time to work on the listing photo. I wasn't taking the time to make sure that, when you clicked through, it was aesthetically pleasing. I didn't have any videos. I didn't do all of that. It was like also very basic listing photos, and it's just like when you like run your hamster wheel and like nothing's happening. And I kind of took a step back and said, like, what's going on with this store, and is it my vision? And it really wasn't. So my vision for Etsy store was to have like nursing hoodies like this one, like registered nurse hoodies, and registered nurse hoodies like this one, which is my design, and it is available on my Etsy shop. But I was thinking like, okay, as a nurse who's been a nurse for like 17 years, I'm like, when you're walking around the hospital on night shift, it's cold. You don't want to wear, you don't want to walk around with a disrespectful hoodie with, I don't know, inappropriate images or letters on it. You don't want to be walking around in the middle of the night and people are like, is that a staff? Is that a visitor? Is that a patient? Like, is that someone's parent? Like, who is that person walking around the unit or walking around the hospital? So I always like hoodies, like even zip up hoodies, where you can still identify yourself and it's still respectful to the unit. It's still respectful to the hospital. Not all hospitals have their own like branded hoodies and stuff that you can have. And I probably like that's probably a good idea. I should probably collab with some hospitals and like get them to order some bulk stuff for me, but with from me, I should say. But anyway, it's not trademarked. Feel free to steal my idea. But yeah, so you don't want to like walk around the unit on a night shift, even though you likely have scrub pants on. What if they're black? What if you just look like anybody else? And people can't identify you, right? So at least it says registered nurse on the front, it says registered nurse on the back. It'll keep me warm on my shift, and it's not disrespectful to the environment of whichever hospital or clinic or agency or whatever that you're working with. Um, so that was my vision. And then also with like the mugs, I I've been gifted like a lot of nurse mugs. No, not a lot. I've been gifted a couple of nurse mugs. I feel like even teachers get teacher mugs, right? So we get like these nurse appreciation stuff. Sometimes we get these mugs. And so I wanted to come out with some mugs that like you can gift to a nurse, just as I've been gifted. Or in one of my jobs, even we have a kitchen where you can have your mug in the cupboard. So when you're on your coffee break, or even at home, you're having your coffee, like you're still connected to the career, you're still connected to um, being a nurse and the role of being a nurse, and like that's your mug. If you're in a house where like nobody else is a nurse, that's your mug, right? Like, don't touch my mug. That's my mug. And that's why I like to have them in like 15-ounce and 20-ounce because caffeine is our fuel sometimes. But anyway, I digress. So the point is, when I had my store, that was my vision, like nurse stuff that you can use, nurse stuff that you can gift. And I was just branching off and doing all these other random products and random ideas as they came up. And I feel like that wasn't serving me. So I thought about rebranding and revamping the store while it's open, but that was crazy. It's like doing a renovation to a store and still trying to run the store at the same time. So I thought I'd put it on like vacation for a while. Um, and then I thought about like just shutting it down completely, but I just put it on a long off period and started working on it. So now I'm sort of rebuilding it. I have the brand logos and the banner. I have some videos. I have some new products out. And also, I'm paying a lot of attention to the listing photos. I went on Creative Fabrica and got some mock up photos. Canva has some good mock up photos as well. Some. That's why I kind of had to use both. Because I want you to like see the product and visualize it before buying it. That's the point of the listing photo, because how else are you going to do it? There's no store for you to try it on or to see how it feels. And then also, I wanted to buy some products first myself because I want to see what the quality is like. I want to see how it works in a couple of washes. Baby's crying. I wanted to see how it works in a couple of washes. I wanted to see the mug, how it goes after you run it through the dishwasher a couple of times, that kind of thing, because I want it to be durable. I'm testing out some American suppliers because most of my suppliers have been in Canada. So I'm working on testing those out. I'm trying to do one product a day until I get to about 16 to 20 products. And then when I have 16 to 20 products, is when I'm going to start marketing those products through my social media channels, through Facebook, Instagram, da da da. And I'm gonna do Pinterest as well. I got a name of a YouTuber who is really good at Pinterest marketing for Etsy and Shopify stores and stuff like that. I haven't started binge watching her content yet, but I will. I've already subscribed to her channel. I don't remember her name. I've already subscribed to her channel and I've saved it to watch later. And I have to do that because, like I said, I already forgot her name. So I had to subscribe and also save a video to watch later so that when I get to my 16 to 20 products on my store, then I'm going to start learning about Pinterest marketing a little bit more because that'll be the newest learning curve for me. That being said, if you're new, you're thinking about doing e-commerce, you're thinking about selling online on Etsy, I'm not an expert. I'm just here sharing my experiences, sharing my learning curve with you. If you choose to follow me and subscribe to my channel while I'm throwing out there all the hurdles and the challenges and what I'm learning and observing and growing. If you want to follow me for that journey to the sales and all that stuff, so that when I am an expert, we're growing at the same time, and you're an expert too. That's cool. Hit subscribe. So I found that too when I did have my Etsy store more open, is that there were a lot of messages with scammers saying like, we need your email address, we're having a problem with this order, can you click this link, um, we need your number, we need your email address, all this stuff, which are all scams. Because if you look in this Etsy, like how to tell if it's a scammer, they say they'll never ask you for email address, they'll never ask you for phone number or any of your personal information. Don't click on any links, because everything should be able to be purchased within the Etsy platform. So anyone asking you for anything is probably a scam, unless they're asking for like personalization or something. Unless you said, hey, what name do you want to put on this mug? I don't know. You might get a message that says, this is the name that I want to put on the mug. But other than that, asking you for account numbers and this and that, oh, I need it for invoice purposes and all this stuff. Those are all scams. So I just want to put you onto that. Avoid all those things. Anywho, part of the reason why I became an entrepreneur is so that I can do these businesses and run these businesses from home in the wee hours, in the late nights, whenever I have time, and still be a present mom at the same time. In being a present mom, baby's crying. I have 3 kids at home right now that you will often hear in the background. And it is what it is. If you're a mom or a parent and you're trying to get out of the corporate world and you're trying to be an entrepreneur, there are hurdles. There are hurdles on the job, there are hurdles when you're building your businesses, and there are hurdles at home and different challenges too. So stick with it. If you've been listening to me so far and you're interested in more, do feel free to watch my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck and have a great day. Bye.